Hello.
I wanted to know.
No worries.
Hey! Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mystery Tides of Darkness. As usual, my name is Noah. Still has not changed, if you were wondering. You'll notice a new decor in the background, recent additions. To get started, we just ended off last episode with the party defeating the woman in the woods, and ended off immediately after she was slain. So we are going to pick up right there. As far as new announcements, we do have a new Discord. You can find it in the comments of the video. You can also find the link of the last video. You can also find a short talking about the Discord. But on that Discord, we do have links to all of my homebrew content in the homebrew section. So that is all the stuff I use in my campaigns, including additional spells. I have an entire spell book on there, things I've created and what class can use it. We've got the Seer class in there that you can go check out, and you can read through the abilities and you can see what it is that Yoshiko is playing. And feel free to use that yourself. There's also the Herbalist class, which is currently a work in progress one that I'm kind of playtesting and working on. But please do check out that Discord. We're all in there. You can come chat with us and have fun with that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. But right before that, I did just remember one more thing. We do have a like goal, or a subscriber goal for you guys.
Goal, maybe.
When we hit 200 subs, we're going to get a bunch of maid outfits, and all the guys in the cast are going to wear it for one episode.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I am so excited about it.
I may or may not already have mine ready. Out of sheer
check
excitement.
that out on sjsfluid@twitchtv.com. Anyway, go ahead and roll our intro.
Quite the intro.
So, picking up exactly where we left off, you guys just killed the woman of the woods.
Johann, I'd very much appreciate it if you fixed my broken ribs.
Oh! Blood. Same. Same.
No kiss, but you.
Alright.
You're going to like slowly dragging yourself across the ground.
Am I still napping?
You might.
Or have I woken up yet?
Um,
Oh my gosh, wait, you did go unconscious. Never mind.
Yeah, she's still unconscious. She's stable, but she is unconscious.
I'm sleeping. It's fine.
I can't wake her up though, right? Or can I?
She'll wake up within an hour.
Okay.
Or in an hour.
She needs a nap.
At 1 HP.
Considering she's
What
so
is
stressed.
I'll heal you when you get. Just be patient. Anyway.
Alright, sign off. Who's not dead?
I'm not paid.
Aurora didn't take. Didn't take
Just
any
like,
damage.
didn't take any damage.
Just look at you and I just go. Bing.
It's fine, it works. I don't think I've taken damage more than like a couple of points in any fight we've been in, so this is new for you. She's like, alright, I'm mortal.
Yeah,
Just
well,
needs to
fine.
be injured.
Yeah, I'm at like, I'm pretty injured, but I'm alright. I'm awake.
And Johann continues his streak of having enemies kill themselves on his own.
Yeah.
So what, number 3?
Cure wounds
I've-
both of you want.
I just have a perpetual bad back, so any pain I have just feels it just kind of, morphs into all of it, so I don't notice anymore.
I just realized
Wow.
I haven't
Exciting.
I'm talking about myself. Not
It's
Oh,
Johann's
I
like
was
lingering
why are
wounds.
we making Johann canonically have back problems?
well, because I'm constantly getting
You heal
just absolutely
7, then 5.
demolished.
Or sorry, 6. 7, then 6.
How many hours are we away from town?
Not that far.
Alright, Massella, you awaken as you are healed.
Oh, I didn't realize she was unconscious.
Yeah, I was.
I cast one more.
So yeah, wait.
I was
You
speaking.
gave me
Of
6.
course, I roll a 1.
You gave me 6.
5 more. Yeah.
As you guys are just sitting here, kind of going around, feeling each other, taking stock of, who's alive, and who's dead,
Not us.
you begin to notice that the fog is kind of slowly fading away, and that the evil feeling that you felt since you started getting deeper into the corruption has begun to fade away as well, and dissipate.
It feels like this place has been cleansed.
You're welcome.
Alright.
You got us in this mess.
You're welcome.
That's in the past.
I almost died.
But you didn't.
I almost did.
I don't know. I almost
You
died
get to
back
talk to
then.
my parents about that then.
You're it.
Makes sense. Alright. What's the plan? What are we doing?
We're gonna go back and talk to her parents. And what?
Okay.
Alright.
I start heading in a random direction.
That's not the right way.
Oh, that is holy cow!
One of these times.
I lay on hands. You're ridiculous.
Here she go, we'll stand up.
I walk like 20 feet and I'm like,
How many hit points are you gonna heal?
Right, you have asthma.
10.
Oh,
So-
nice. Okay, I got half my health back, roughly.
Good.
I got a little under half.
Good.
Where are we going first? We're going to talk to your parents, right?
We're gonna go back to town. Rest. Heal.
didn't we already kind of rest and heal?
Did we?
Just did a little bit.
Just a little
we
bit.
did like a.
We did a long rest.
Yeah.
And then I.
And then we
Yeah,
got
we did one,
attacked.
right? And then we got in the fight.
Okay.
If we really wanted to, we could pop Lehman's tiny hut, but you probably
Let's just.
can't.
We're not that far.
But we can.
Let's just go back.
We just can go back.
Yeah, we can just go back. It's cleansed now.
Yeah, we're fine.
Works for me. Again, it's just chill.
And
I
it's
just
slow, but it's been following you.
it's like a snail. I still just keep walking in a random
You
direction.
notice
I'm going.
6 snails of varying colors.
Would their movement, how far actually away are we from their house? Her house.
Make a survival check for me. So you can calculate that
It
out.
took us like a day to get out here, right?
No.
We
it's
just
like
stayed.
shorter of a day.
We just stayed out here for a day.
Gotcha.
12?
You're like 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We didn't get that far.
Would they, since they were like knocked, would they be able to have would they have a hard time making it there on time, or should we use your bag of many tricks?
I don't think I can use that as well. It's been the same day, right?
Yeah, same day.
I can't use any.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Do I still have an animal out? Do I still
Oh,
have?
everything died.
Well, I think the rat didn't die.
I think the rat is still alive.
Yeah, the rat's
It's
still
currently
alive. The rat.
eating the corpse of a zombie ogre.
I do have a horse. I have
Pomeranians now.
Also, both of them.
Yeah, so both of
That
them-
was-
both of
that
them
was
would be able to
Mara.
die.
He
It's a
keeps
deadly.
saying that.
Mara died. I got another horse.
Right. Yeah.
Just replace it when it gets
Okay, can we leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm still walking in. I don't know what direction I'm walking in.
I'm not gonna
I
correct
don't
you.
have enough ribs to care about.
Come on!
We're done.
Now when my rat's tugging at my cloak, he's like,
No.
I look into like.
Dear turn.
Babysitter's back.
The assassin that's been trailing the party. Gosh darn it, they pulled him back in again. It's like they know I'm following.
okay, fine. I go in whatever direction you guys are going, I guess.
That'll be even funnier when randomly at some point in the campaign someone actually does take a shot at it.
Ah.
That's terrifying.
Speaking
Okay.
of people taking shots at people, who has box?
Me.
Good. Maybe, for now, good.
I have mysterious box.
It doesn't exactly help that you're being tracked for a variety of reasons. So should we have Cairo have the box? Because at least they won't get Cairo and the box if you die.
It seems like they're tracking the box, not Cairo.
Yeah.
Didn't you mention you were being hunted?
No, that's me.
We're all
You
getting
were
I
being hunted.
think
You
I am.
mentioned that somebody wanted to kill you.
Isn't someone hunting all of us?
I mean,
I
is
mean, to be
death a
fair,
person?
at this point,
If so,
you're
then death
not
is
really wrong.
Hey,
We are all being hunted.
no one's
Just in
hunting me,
various ways.
actually.
I don't care. Let's cut scene to something other than this forest.
One overly
Are you being
dramatic
hunted?
travel cutscene later.
Are you being hunted?
Not actively. I mean, if somebody found out who I was, they might want to hunt me. But no, not actively.
Are you being hunted? I'm not curious, are all of us being hunted?
I'm not being
I'm a hunter, not the hunted.
You'd think that.
Demon.
Son of a.
No answer, okay.
Yeah,
I kill monsters.
Are you being hunted?
Possibly.
I'm not being hunted.
Wonderful.
That's a lie.
Do an insight check.
I think you're being, I think it's a lie.
No one knows if I'm being hunted. Do an insight check.
None of us
No,
ever want to do
I'm
an
just-
insight
I'm-
check
I'm
on you
thinking
because
so.
You just,
I'm just-
okay.
by default, none of us believe you anything you're saying.
You are being
Technically,
hunted whether you are or not.
Technically, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
But you can believe what you want.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry, we don't think you're a threat.
Are you being hunted?
I don't know.
It's tracking him. What the heck?
I know, I freaking love it. It just tracks him.
It's literally
I don't-
bot.
I
We
don't-
have threat of being hunted, we have actively being hunted, and we have could be hunted if you piss somebody off enough.
There's no reason why anyone would be hunting me. I haven't done anything to anyone.
No one
Right.
else hunting those treasures? The map?
Huh?
No one else is hunting down
No one's else is trying to find that magic words, are there?
I don't know. I would assume. But
Viewers that were aware.
One of these days, you're gonna just forget.
I'm just going to take it.
Someone's just
It's in
gonna.
my backpack.
Shit about it. I
So
told her
one of
Jeff
us is
over
gonna
that.
ask you. One of us is gonna ask you like, "How's the map doing?" What?
He's gonna like leave the map somewhere so kids gonna have found it like drawn all over it because it looks like an empty piece of paper without the emerald.
are we walking back at this point? I
Yes.
assume-
We're walking and talking.
Yeah, we're walking.
Alright, after several hours, moving through the forest, you guys are about. Actually, this would be when you're about halfway back. So it's been a couple of hours and you're about halfway to the town. The overcast clouds begin to lightly sprinkle and start to release rain.
I love the rain.
It's almost as if the ancient forest is crying in relief. You can feel the. You can already see signs of the corruption beginning to fade away.
You
And you can already start to see like trees looking healthier than they were. You can see and hear birds beginning to sing again, other than crows and owls that there was before. You can hear the insects starting to come back. And even though the rain is getting you wet, and normally that would cause a miserable travel, you can't help but feeling relieved and calm.
Nice. I haven't felt calm in a while.
Strangely,
Speak for
it
yourself.
brings a light and cheerful mood upon the party.
No.
Almost as if the forest itself is thinking.
You know what, Calvin? Yes.
I was gonna say, it seems fun and calm. Too fun and calm. I start getting immediately over panicked that nothing's happening. Because usually something's happening.
Hey, Calvin.
That is
Cairo, this is wrong. Loads gun.
You want to play a game really
Tricks
quick?
my shotgun shield.
As soon as you say that, all the stress goes away. Yes.
All right. All right.
If it's another one of those, like, I hold up an arrow thing, okay, continue.
Find like a. Can you find a stump? Can I? Here, I'll do it. I look for a stump, like something, a piece of log that he can hold. Okay, 19. So.
It's a forest. It's pretty easy to find
Yep.
sticks.
Yep. There you go.
Big stick.
Fine. Not just a stick, but like the stick.
Like the one.
Thus.
It's one of those things that looks like a weapon of some
Yeah.
kind, but
It's
it
a
looks
stick
super cool.
that happens to look like a sword. Like it perfectly looks like a sword.
Either way, I'm keeping this. But yeah, what is
Okay. I want you to balance it on your forehead and kind of like circus it around a little bit.
obviously rolling for this.
But you should go prepare an action to catch the arrow before it hit him.
That would be like
Like fast.
Plus
I have
4.
no fetching clue.
Would that be athletics or acrobatics, or what would that
What
be?
would
I'm going to have that be an acrobatics check.
I have a +5.
I feel like that could be categorized as that.
Also, I have a 7 deception.
Whoa.
16.
16, okay. I would say you managed to balance it. It takes you a couple of tries, but then you kind of get the hang of it.
All right.
Fourth or fifth.
What am I doing now, Mike?
Just hold it. You know, I'm gonna.
Aurora's aiming to just.
You can't have a family. Like,
All right. All right. I'm gonna try to shoot it off your head now.
This is a fun game. Wait, what?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 base.
Oh my gosh.
To your horror, Calvin, as you're balancing this, not really able to see, an arrow strikes the middle of your perfect sword stick and like knocks it off of your head and clattering to the ground.
I want to try
Right
to
where the
shoot
crossbow
it
would
with
be.
it after she shoots it. I want to try to quick shot.
Just like Cairo. As soon
Are you
as
trying
it
to like
hits.
quick shot the stick
While
as
it's
it's
in
falling
there.
in the air? Okay,
Yeah.
roll to hit.
I just yell.
That's the most boy thing I've ever seen.
Except for
He's a girl!
She's a bro.
Whoa! She's a brony.
It is full on like cowboy Wild West quick shootout, quick draw, fire, and destroy the stick the rest of the way.
Out of panic at getting, arrow into the thing and then shots fired, I immediately, as fast as I can, take out a hatchet and throw it to probably in your direction.
You also still have a shotgun shell stuck in your revolver. Yeah. To try to get out.
I don't know, just dexterity probably.
You're throwing at us? Make an attack.
I throw in, but I'll say in between you because it's like I generalize like your area.
So we
and
just
yours.
go.
And I throw it like directly in between you. What would that be? To throw it.
To roll the hit.
And so 11
Natural one.
dexterity.
I'm not dealing.
13.
It goes like right between you guys, and like
I'm gonna revive.
it's a tree right next to Johann as he's walking. He's just
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to play a game too. What? She's gonna start reaching for her spear. I think you should hold something next.
Oh, I lied.
Oh. Sure.
I'm gonna grab my hatchet out of the thing and be like,
I
I'll
have
go for
a.
my crossbow instead if this makes you uncomfortable.
I have a really good idea, actually.
Oh boy.
You have that hatchet, right?
yeah.
Okay.
What?
Can I actually have this? Okay. Thank you.
Why
Can
would you
I? Is
trust
it okay? Or
What are you doing
is
here?
it? Can it? Okay. How do you feel about trying to deflect it and to hit like a tree or something? What
It
do you?
sounds like you're trying to deflect the fact that I want to hurt you instead.
Oh. So you know.
she needs to
I don't-
You should go shrug. Alright, let's try it. Just stop messing with
it is at this point.
Search
So
attack.
it is
Ogre.
So it's at this point that Aurora, you start to hear a familiar voice.
Aurora.
Coming from your belt, you hear, hello? Hey? Hey, oh. Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Instantly drops the hatchet and says. Kind of looks around and says,
Oh, okay, perfect. You are there, Aurora. So this is your sister Laura. Couple of things going on here. So I've been in Mistvale for about 5 or 6 days now. Just wondering if you're, planning on coming my way. It's not like I'm, maybe getting a little bit bored of waiting or anything, but I have been just kind of hiding out in this small little do-nothing town. I'm working on an orchard right now, trying to keep kind of quiet,
Okay.
using one of my aliases. I've been disguising myself as Christine Wildly, pretending to be human. I think I'm doing pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. Hopefully I won't attract too much attention, although recently there has been an interesting inquisitor that has been snooping around here in the town. Otherwise, though, nothing that really worries me. I haven't seen any sign of the people I'm really trying to hide from, but, just wondering if you're planning on coming my way at all?
Yeah, I have so many questions. Where it's been, how long has it been?
At least 6 or 7 days since the last time.
I've
Or
seen
I
it.
guess over a week since
I was gonna
last
say we
time.
traveled.
No.
It's been-
No, like how long has it been since Aurora has been with?
it's been probably 2 months.
Oh, 2 months. Have you seen Crow?
It's been quite a while since I've seen Creed.
Oh, Creed.
Yeah.
Either way.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while since I've seen Creed. Crap, someone's coming. I gotta go. It's like the dead line tone from like old phones. Just like
Gosh, I got up too much at work.
I don't want to play the game anymore.
I'm like getting ready to like throw an axe. Aww.
So that was Allura. Have I spoken to them yet about Allura?
You
talked about her.
I mentioned it.
Mentioned her.
So this is something that I've received from my sister Allura. Is it a sending stone? I actually.
Yep, it's a special modified sending stone.
And this is a way that I can talk to her as long as we're within the range of it. But I don't really know what the range is, and I didn't know where she was. And yes.
I'm gonna
Why did I?
visual cast identify.
Okay.
I just want to know the range.
I can still
Yeah.
talk to her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna break.
So what happens after?
Right.
Yeah. So the information you get after the 10 minutes is that it seems to be a highly specialized version where it can only connect to the specific one.
Yeah.
Only, the standard once per day, but it has a 100-mile range.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a long
One one's
range.
5 miles, I think. So.
Yeah. So it's a 100-mile range. Can only be used once a day, and if it's out of that range for a certain amount of time, it'll lose its power.
Gotcha.
So, she told me a while that she.
Specifically, if you're out of that range for more than a week, it can lose that power.
She told me a while ago, maybe a week or two ago,
You have to start rolling a thing to see if it does, but anyway.
that she wanted me to meet with her in Misville. I would like to go there. I haven't seen her in months.
Go there to get the travel map.
It's been a long time.
Travel now.
Misville was the next place we were going anyways,
So
right?
you guys
Yeah.
are out here.
Right there.
Sending's just
Probably a week's walk.
sending's got a limited range, but
It's
Well,
about
well-
12 days.
worth it.
Oh, I don't have a thing there. Do we have to stop there?
Do you have a thing?
Don't you have something in Dawn's Rest you need to look at?
Yeah.
So if you go up to Dawn's Rest and then curve around, it's not like taking a stop there to get supplies is going to be a bad idea.
So Dawn's Rest next.
Dawn's Rest and Misville.
That or almost 2 weeks.
Is that where's Dawn's Rest home?
Dawn's Rest is right here, Misfield's here.
Where
We're
we?
here. This is about a 12-day walk.
That makes
Dawn's
sense.
Rest
So
is
we
the
would-
capital of the church.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it would be a good idea for us to go. We might actually be able to get better gear there too.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we have connections and we have the angel thing that we haven't really dealt with at
Yeah.
all.
And the map that leads to magical things.
No one
Right.
can map.
And the map.
I
Kira.
care about it.
I just want to get there as soon as possible.
Sure.
Because it sounds like
Well,
there's some people following her. Or maybe there's an inquisitor there or something. I don't know. She was too vague, but I couldn't tell what she was talking about.
So to get there, we're going to get our things first and then head out. So let's go.
let's go talk.
Like,
We talked to Massella's parents and leave. I don't think we
Yes.
have any other reason to stick around unless you have other things.
I have to talk to the elders about my golden fox.
Oh, right.
So let's hurry so I can get to all that.
These all are things that you can do while we pack up and prepare to leave, it sounds like.
yes.
Yeah.
Deal.
I need to get ammo.
I inquired to you
Yes.
of a thing.
Nothing. Okay.
Of a thing. essentially any better armor.
We go.
We go.
I go. I don't know you guys.
Continuing back to town. It's another couple of hours until the edges of Peterborough begin to come into view. And as soon as they do, you see that Massella's parents, as well as members of the town guard, are standing right at the edge of town, watching the forester waiting. Torches held high, and you can see that Massella's parents are pretty nervous. But upon them noticing you, there's a brief flash of what looks like a mixture of relief and anger that crosses William and Rosalie's features, quickly replaced by joy and simultaneously the worrying of a parent at the state of the party. After everyone kind of gets within about 100 feet or so, they begin moving towards you.
Hello, friend.
And immediately, like, Massella's parents, like, run up and, like, kind of, like, push anyone out of the way that they need to get Massella.
Show the easiest thing.
As they start,
Little
Throw the
fairies.
metal horse
yeets the
away.
giant metal horse. As they start looking at Massella and they're like, what happened to all of you guys? The mother and your mom and dad are pissed at just how injured a lot of you look.
What did they expect?
We won.
I'm alright, guys. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, that's why I didn't ask.
One of the guys, it's probably due to the copious amount of alcohol you consume.
Speaking of, where's the bar? I start heading to that.
No.
Just
Not
let
right
him
now.
leave. If he's not here,
Later.
we'll be able to solve problems.
William's like,
Not in there. I say he.
I'm guessing that you succeeded then.
Yes.
I'm walking
We did.
away.
That's,
We did.
Yeah, we did.
It was a
well, that's
interesting fight.
It's all battle on the
It's
yeah, yeah, we did.
It's incredible. As far as the payment goes, if you guys will just go to, you can just go to the Poppies to clean that. I can gather up the 500 gold myself for everyone. But Massella, could we have a word privately?
Sure.
Taking you aside from the party, he takes you back to the mansion and into kind of an office room. As he sits down behind the desk, he kind of takes a deep breath, and then just says, Massella, what have you got yourself into? He then pulls out a letter that has familiar handwriting as he hands it over to you. You pick it up, take a look, and it reads, if you know what's good for you, you'll stop trying to stop Massella from hunting monsters. Else, you'll face a similar fate to this gift. And you notice that there is blood on this letter as well, red blood. He goes, when we found that, the message was attached to the torn apart and bagged up body of one of my, the head of the servant house here. He was hung on a meat hook in the kitchen this morning.
Can I roll to see if I overhear this?
He walked off toward the mansion.
We're like in an office.
We're like not even there.
I know, that's why I was like, okay.
We're all walking to a
Yeah, if you had spoken up earlier about wanting to trail them because we were trying to hear them,
Yeah, that's fair.
middle age that point.
They're probably outside the
I'm probably heading towards the blacksmith.
Head all of you.
mansion.
I'm actually with you.
When you left, I told you it wasn't safe. not only is someone threatening you, and I mean, just look at what state you're in, but now they're threatening your mother and I, and this is, I mean, frankly, it's a nightmare, but there's nothing I can do to stop it. I mean, if whoever or whatever this is can sneak into the house, don't alert any of the guards, kill the head of our, kill our head, the head servant, and hang him in a chopped up meat bag on a meat hook in the kitchen without ever getting noticed. I don't think there's anything your mother and I can do to stop them.
No, no, you don't. I really could when he approached me.
So I don't need to know the details,
No, but I can.
but you're only ever going to hear me say this once, Massella. Do me a favor and kill that bastard.
Already tried to.
Oh. Good. Now, what can I do to help?
I guess you could give us supplies since we're off to our next town and have a meeting with the elders and need to talk to them about this fox tail that I have received.
I can set up that meeting for you. Do you know where you're off to next?
Don't rest.
Don't rest.
Yeah, I can get that set up. What is that, about 6 or 7 days straight shot there? Yeah, I'll get a week's worth of provisions put together as well. I'll have the servants restock and load up your cart. Just be careful. Yeah, and he just kind of stands up and walks out of the office. Meanwhile, going back to the group, what do you all do when they walk off?
Yeah, you were telling me I was gonna head off to the blacksmith shop.
And I do the same, but I have a question for you.
I'm
before
gonna
you
follow
do that.
I'm gonna follow along.
Gareth, quick question. Do you have any? Is there any possible way you could make me flaming arrows, where I shoot them and then on impact they ignite? Any service?
I do have these flame quartz crystals that I've been thinking of uses for.
Do you have any uses for them?
I've been thinking about them. I could probably jury rig them to work as flame arrows, potentially.
Is it like, I assume it's not an unlimited use?
No, these possibly. I'm not sure how this flame quartz works.
I would
I have
like
some experimentation.
I would like to get as many possible uses out of them, especially if you take the time to make them. I want to maximize their efficiency.
I'll add that to the list.
Thank you.
You said I need to experiment with them, and I just have the mental image of Calvin going.
I will. That way too. I'll do it.
Pokes Calvin to see if you fired him. You just
Above
walk over
the
and you
table,
prick him
I've
with
been
an arrowhead that you like
Above
chop
the
out.
table, I've been thinking about making a rifle that has infused fire.
Interesting.
So I could basically a laser rifle.
You can hear the bloodlust.
Yeah. I like to say that.
Yeah. If I imbue this into shotgun shells, I'd have accidentally created dragon's breath rounds.
Maybe. You said you needed.
I need better armor.
Loads of magnesium.
I do not specialize in armor, but I could do what I can to help.
Aurora walks
If
over
I
to
were
the shop.
to get my hands on better armor, could you do things to make it fancier?
I could temporarily,
Okay.
and potentially in the long run, later I could.
Okay.
But that requires me to gather more resources.
Unless you're
more
talking
knowledge.
engravings for fanciness, then.
I was gonna say I can bedazzle it if you want me to.
You?
I got it.
I mean,
I would also like
Yeah, that would be the enchanting.
Weapons-wise,
the
I'd
party's
like
gonna
a-
get one
a halberd.
that come
A halberd.
choose from,
Yes.
so if you guys want, you could take one of those.
I could make a halberd. It would take time,
That's
but
Is
polearms take a
anyone
decent amount.
Alright, so is anyone heading to the O'Poppy's shop while they're heading to the blacksmith?
That's the magical.
Yeah.
I go there.
I want to after.
I'll go there and then
You'll go to the
Because we all need to talk about the reward.
Okay, you'll go to that.
We both have something that we want to bring up to everyone for what the reward should be.
Okay.
I immediately headed towards the bar, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
because
be
I just wonder, because if somebody goes alone, they can technically pick by themselves.
Yeah.
So-
I'm aware.
I was just wondering.
I don't know.
Aurora goes there.
Yeah.
To her problems. She's there.
I didn't follow
Let's just follow.
Desi per se, as in like a sneaky I want to listen way, more just like I'm gonna wait outside the door for her to be done.
I just wanted to buy materials
Okay.
to work on after. Just
With the blacksmith, you head to the blacksmith. I'm getting there. You can see that it's not much of a blacksmith, it's more of a small town repair shop.
neat.
So he doesn't have a ton. It's called Way Repair, and it is a kind of mix of a smithy and a leather working place. It's run by a human named John Miller. Stepping up, you can see John is actually working on putting on a horseshoe on a horse. He's reshoeing what looks to be a about 2-year-old mare. As he finishes pounding in the last shoe, he puts it down, accepts payment from the person that he just finished reshoeing the horse for, and they begin to step off as he kind of picks himself up, dusts himself up, turns over and says, well, I haven't seen you two around before. What can I do for you?
So, I need armor improvements.
I guess, what kind of
I need better armor.
Okay, I wish I could help you. I'm not much in that. I'm good at repairing things, and I can do, small around town jobs, but I'm not much of an armor or weaponsmith.
That's fine. Yeah, that's useful.
Sorry about
No, it's alright.
that. What about you?
I am here to buy some resources if possible. Could you spare about 10, maybe 20 pounds of iron or steel?
Well, with the current situation that's going on and nobody being able to get shipment carts in or out, I'm starting to run low on my supply.
That's completely understandable. If you can't
There's
spare anything,
no real
that's
end
fine.
in sight, it seems, to this issue.
Fair enough.
Is he talking about the issue we just took care of?
I don't know
Possibly.
when we're gonna get, when I might be able to get another shipment in, if at all.
Do we have proof of this kill?
I mean, the forest is healing. This issue, I assume it's the woman in the woods issue?
Yeah.
Well, I've got good news for you. That issue has been resolved.
I feel for what?
She's dead.
I mean,
No way this
As
person
of-
needs you.
how?
5 hours ago? Who got the final hit?
Aurora third level guiding bolted it. I believe.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The Holy Cleric
Chopped her
managed
in half.
to.
He bisected her across the.
A Holy Cleric managed to banish the monster.
Thank Kiana. That's good to hear. I guess in that case, how much you looking for?
10 to 20 if possible.
Pounds of.
Pounds of iron or steel. I'm not picking.
Let me take a look and see what I have. And, he starts taking a look around his forge. He comes back with a bucket that's a mixture of iron and steel. He goes, I mean, between it, I'm sorry, this is just what I have spare right now. I've only got about 8 pounds between the two. I've got about 2 pounds of steel and 6 pounds of iron.
That's fine if that's all you have. I'll take it. How much would this cost?
I could part with that for 3 gold. 3, 4 gold.
Johann,
Guys,
could you spot me 3 gold?
sure.
Gold.
No, because what did I buy before? I bought something for all of us.
Didn't you
Yeah.
get like a ton of other supplies?
Wasn't it the cart?
No, I'm at my card.
I think we all pitched in.
Well,
We
I think
did,
you might have spent
yeah,
it on
but
But
I
you
expect
buy
that-
a bunch of stuff every time we go to a town.
I put the majority on the cart though, if I remember right.
You might have.
And you guys think I'm the big spit.
I thought it was
You
up
gotta pay the man.
because you made your workstation.
Right, it was the workstation on the cart. Yeah, could you spot me 3 gold?
Yeah.
Merci.
Here you are.
That was 2 pounds. Okay, 2 and then 6.
It's in like a spare wooden pocket that he has.
Thank you, good sir.
Thank you.
And I wish you luck in your future endeavors. I'll turn around and walk out the door.
You too.
Go to pop. Go to the pop. Go to
Thanks, metal man.
Thank you, metal man.
I follow. Let's go to Pop's.
You can hear him kind of mutter from back behind you as he leaves. That was a strange experience.
Confusing people wherever you go.
I am your Messiah. I deliver news.
You have like a
I am the
god
metal
now.
Messiah. I deliver good news.
There is oil, much oil. Your joints shall be oiled, and you shall not squeak or rust.
But you won't be able to see in the dark.
Praise the Omnisire.
No.
Anyway,
I will fix
popping over to the Opapi's magic shop, known as Opapi's Mystic Menagerie, or you begin to step up the carved-in steps that lead to the carved-in shop inside one of these large redwoods. As you open the door and kind of swing the almost like Hobbit-style door in, you see. You can see Brittany Opapi and her brightly colored bird wings currently kind of hunched over this small, what looks like just a set of jewels in a thin casing where she seems to be inspecting them and their quality as you step in. Hi!
We did it.
So it's like, oh. So yeah, did what? She starts taking off this headset to the side.
We killed that. The what? Who's with? Who's with it? Who's with it?
Yeah, you're by yourself for now.
Oh.
We're still on our way.
Oh. The party did it. Like the people that you
The-
talked to.
The adventurers that came into town.
Yeah. Yeah. I just got here first, but the rest are coming.
Well, that's incredible to hear. She begins calling out, Clayton, come here. Somebody killed the woman of the woods, so we're free.
They did the thing.
He comes like, you hear like something drop and like fall in the back room as, and like the sounds of a stool clattering over as he like walks in, and it becomes pretty apparent that he probably fell off of his stool, his chair, and like what he, in his efforts of trying to rush out here. He comes out, his hair a mess, as he says, you've actually done it.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good.
Well, as promised, I'm sure somebody will be getting the money that the town put together. But as promised, feel free to take your pick of anything in the shop. One item.
Cool. I'll probably just wait for my party to get here.
Nah, I was gonna say give them
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Thanks.
I choose the punch sparkles.
One
Tell me
that
to
smiles.
4.
Yeah. You said the town put all this money together?
Yeah, not a very big town, so we kind of pulled together our resources to make to try and make payments and stuff. whoever can help us.
I didn't know.
The reward is 500 gold, and then I didn't have much spare gold to throw in, so I said I should let someone take a pick of our stock.
Okay, I didn't know the money came from the village. I'll talk to my party. We'll see. Yeah, we can.
You don't need 500 gold.
I mean, like,
Well,
Hey,
well,
speak for
if it's
yourself.
from like a
wrong.
humble, if it's from like a humble little village, I don't know, like maybe.
That
I
we
will,
save.
I will rob these people blind. I do not care.
Holy crap, dude! Maybe I need to be like a lawful good, like
I will throw
like
my
cleric.
dagger.
Aurora beginning to question her life choices.
Well, she's just like.
Didn't actually happen.
So it feels like in her mind she's like, this feels like a tax. Like this feels like taxes. That's what's going through her mind. Right?
It's
She's like,
boo.
We are American and we don't like taxes.
so it's like, what are you
You
talking
know
about?
what
We're in
hap-
this.
You know what taxes lead to? Cuts to Tina Harbor.
So okay. She's like visibly kind of confused because she did not know that this is where the money came from. So she's just like, all right, yeah, just let me. I'll just look around, but I'll wait for your party.
At this time, Massella steps out of the.
Any other oath keepers?
How did the talk with your parents go?
Goes as it usually does.
I haven't been friends with you that long. You had an explanation.
Mostly him talking and me not speaking.
Mm.
And him trying to tell me what to do. So
Like usually.
he'll provide us supplies for our next
That's more than I would expect. That's nice.
no, I asked him to. It's the least he can do.
Fair enough.
Since we kind of help run this village.
This is true. Do you feel like you're leaving on good enough terms?
Not much better than I did when I left home.
Do you want better terms?
No.
Alright.
Oh, dang.
I will not dig farther into this.
Nope. They want me to do things I don't want to do. No, thank you. They can build it.
Alrighty then. We'll tell your family thank you. And slightly taken aback by this. I shouldn't be.
Let's look at the reward before Calvin decides
So-
I'll
something.
probably go get Calvin at the bar.
Either
Should
way.
I leave him at the bar?
Meanwhile, you
We'll
guys,
head to Poppy's.
okay, you mean heading to the puppies. Meanwhile, at the bar,
Go to the bartender.
at the Moonfiddle Tavern.
Excuse me.
I swear,
So
Brad.
they walk in and they,
Yes,
and I was
I
like,
know.
man, you are really out of shape.
I
Oh,
know.
right.
Yes, but no. Ooh. Ooh. This happened for like 5 minutes. I'm just saying. Finally, yeah, look. Alright. I just killed a woods woman, tree, and thingy. 100 gold.
How do you have so much
I
gold?
have 300 gold somehow. I have no idea.
I remember I bought the rings for the spell. Platinum rings.
100 gold down. Make me not remember what I just did. Slide it slowly over to him. If you can, make it to go.
You know I can do that. I can make you not remember what's going on for a lot less than 100 gold.
Your loss, I scoop away half of it.
50 gold.
I'm just trying not to rob you, but
We're not.
I mean, if you're
rich.
really looking to forget, he turns around and he grabs a small black bottle that has a skull with cross eyes on it, and it's like this big, tiny little bottle like this, and he goes, puts it down and he goes, I may have lied a little bit earlier when I said the channel size was the strongest thing I've got. This
You might actually.
this will cause a cave troll to start having blackouts.
As he starts saying that, I'm already halfway into the mile.
Yeah, this will cause a cave troll to black out.
I cork it or whatever, put it in my bag, Okay, while I'm still.
And like that little bit, like as you tipped it, like 2 or 3 drops of it
Yeah.
fell into your mouth. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Understandably. 11.
Oh god.
Oh wait, he might be out for days.
Yeah.
If he fails this,
Constitution.
God, the tavern with him.
Plus 0.
Yeah, plus
No
11.
one went with him.
Alright, say
You
Oh, sorry. Wait.
immediately,
plus 3.
sorry.
you just black out.
Sorry, 14.
You immediately black out.
Understandably, yeah. I did this
From
to myself.
about 5 drops. As far as what he sees, you put your bottle in your bag and you walk out.
So I have no clue what's happening.
You have no idea. You've completely zonked out.
Take-
You are experiencing a blackout, meaning that your mind is unconscious, but your body's
Yeah.
awake.
And my rat is still with me, so my rat's like kind of guiding me. That's all I'll say.
The tavern keeps sees like you start to leave without the rat, and the rat's like.
Does the rat climb up and get under his hat?
And like starts running after you, desperately trying to.
That
Yeah,
is
he's like pulling on my coat. He's like,
As your body is like
Oh, yeah,
on
I'm
like
bumping
Jack
into
Sparrow
walls.
drunkenly like walking out
Succeed.
and off somewhere.
What is the chance that we have to pass before you
I'm now in the perspective of my rat. I'll be playing as the rat for however long this lasts. Continue.
Tibble.
Let's see what is it.
Johann and Cairo, what do you?
We're on our
guys
way to
go?
the Poppy shop.
Okay. After not too long, everyone but Calvin is at the O'Poppy's shop.
Chunky's the
Chunky.
Right. So everyone but Calvin arrives at the O'Poppy's shop.
Does anyone see
not
what
too
Calvin
long
is?
After.
Bar?
he's not with you guys.
No.
He wasn't with you?
He probably is up.
I got her first.
I don't care. Again, not enough ribs.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, whatever.
You still have a backbone though.
I want to send Daisy to go try to hunt Calvin.
Speaking of Calvin, it's at this point that you see, riding a sheep, a bare-chested, you don't know where his shirt went, but it's a bare-chested Calvin who's being chased by a farmer, or by a shepherd who's trying to get his sheep back, as he's full-on mutton-busting riding a sheep, and as fast as he can get this sheep to go, you notice that he is like lolled out on it. It's almost as if his body is unconsciously operating.
So it's
and
me on a sheep.
driving this sheep.
Me on a sheep, a farmer, and then behind it is a rat dragging my coat.
His bag and stuff is, and like all of his normal gear there is like nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, the only thing the rat has is the coat.
It is literally Calvin in his pants, riding a sheep, nothing else on.
Do we even do anything?
I just
And he just goes,
look
and you just like, and you hear it because you hear it from behind. Stop that man!
I turn back to all of you after seeing that. Bag of holding. I'll be back.
I had a whole plan.
When you
You're
first
going
get
to
stuff,
go, they'll
give it
have
to
bag
me.
holding.
I'll protect
What is it?
Sprint out of the room.
Did you ask to get a bag of holding and then run?
I tell the party like bag of holding.
Click, 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 click,
Like
click.
that.
Clayton's like looking out the door too.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, hey, hi.
Is he always like this?
Yeah.
He's young. He'll grow out.
Wow.
Anyway,
He's not even old enough.
question for you.
Cairo, as you like start running off after Calvin, you soon like lose him because he's riding the sheep. Through a couple of streets, you're like, where did he go? All of a sudden, after a little bit, you see the sheep come running by, and you don't see him as it comes out of an alley.
Calvin!
You're gonna step over to see in the alley that the sheep ran.
Yeah.
Stepping in and looking down the alley, you can see that Calvin is currently laying on his back, as very, very slowly you're hearing in the distance the sound of like attempted like pulling, as the rat is still like slowly pulling his cloak over towards where he is. But you can see that he is sprawled out flat on his back, and there's one small thing that's like clutched in his hand. Yeah.
With the metal face, I don't think you could ever see a look of exasperation, but
I don't know. I'll
You'd be
see it.
wrong.
I'll see it later.
Somehow disappointment becomes inevitably etched onto your face.
I walk forward. What's in his hand?
You kind of peel it open
Grab
and you
him
notice
first.
there's this really small black bottle with 2 X's over her skull. As the eyes of the skull. It's about this big, tiny little bottle. And very, 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 very fine on the back. It just reads, what languages do you know?
Not very many. Common and Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish, it reads, do not drink more than one. This is what they call Dwarf's Bane. Dwarf's Bane is like a super concentrated shot for dwarves.
I know it from just one look from
Yeah.
being in Southgate.
It's bad. Like, you know that one bottle of this will like knock out a full-grown troll for like into like blackouts, like a full-on ridiculous amount of alcohol would normally do. This stuff has the potency of like having drank like 3 kegs.
One question. Is Daisy allowed in these streets? Or
Yeah.
she is? Okay.
I mean, it's not like they're really gonna argue about it.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
a
of course,
nail in the house.
You can tell based on how much is left in it, it's about half gone. And that could mean he could be unconscious for a week.
This is what I wanted. I'll take it.
I was like, well,
My rat,
consequences.
You also realize there's a very fair chance that he does not remember either the last couple of days or more.
but my rat finally gets there and like drops the coat. He looks up at you and just goes.
I pull on my rope, flip him over and hog tie him, and then throw him on Daisy.
Yeah, so the way this is gonna work is at the end of each day, you're gonna get to make another Constitution save.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a DC 20 to.
Thank goodness I got a dice for this.
Yeah, it's a DC 20 to wake back up.
Okay, that's I can.
Would the healing work?
No.
Your whole water might.
It won't.
Alright,
It
talk to me
won't.
about this later.
Don't try.
We could.
He deserves it.
We could. This is bad. We could kill him and then revivify him.
That's
I
500 gold.
I like the
No.
way you think.
Or 100. Whatever it is for the.
I
So
don't know.
that's a diamond worth like
If-
either 100 or 300.
Would my rat remember where
I think it's good.
my stuff is?
Yes.
Yeah, do I look down and do I notice that he doesn't have all of his stuff there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's very apparent that the only thing he has on him is his pants.
No, on that the rat was carrying.
Yeah, no,
the
he just
rat
pulled it.
has his
Just the coat.
Just the
Just
coat.
the coat. Obviously, just the coat.
The coat, I spent quite a little money on.
Wait,
I look down at the rat. Can you go hunt down the rest of his items?
And he just turns and starts walking off.
You hear like in the squeaks as he's like walking away, like son of a bitch, dude. Like it's like he's just like complaining, like what do I have to freaking clean up after this?
And I spin around and I put on Calvin's coat and mend it. And then keep going. Oh, I threw it on Daisy.
Oh, okay.
Hot tied on Daisy.
I thought you just hog-tied me and left me there.
No.
You're trying to make me just
He like takes you to the graveyard and like buries you.
like the vampires.
pockets.
Heads together.
Just
We're having an AA meeting.
wait. Does he still have the ring on? The adamantine, not adamantine, platinum ring.
I do.
He still had it. Is
He
it
does
still on?
have it on, yes.
Okay, good. I take it off and take it back.
Okay, I was gonna say, would the alcohol affect
Oh,
you?
good.
I was like, thank goodness. I was gonna put you out for days.
I'm gonna
use 2 of our party
bring
members.
him back to O'Poppy's.
So your wounds wouldn't work on this?
No.
Cure wounds doesn't end.
Doesn't end
effects.
conditions.
Laying on hands can affect conditions and diseases.
She's just gonna like.
So, laying on hands can affect diseases,
Man.
I believe.
I don't
Why are you
know,
looking at
drink more than usual. Like,
Alright, hold on.
They can have poisons and diseases as well.
Dwarf's Bane. I'm not sure how this town even has some of this stuff.
I gotta wake up.
But I put it back in my pocket.
that looked like poison.
I'm fine,
It
guys.
basically is.
I only had 2 dinners with my wine.
You're awake?
And
He's-
pass
It's
back.
not.
Yeah, no, that.
He probably won't remember anything for
His
possibly
his
next couple
body
weeks.
We
is
should
like
gaslight him
kind
into
of
believing
awake
he's
while
that
his
person.
mind is out cold.
One more time.
We should
He's
gaslight-
basically in an alcoholic coma.
We should gaslight him into believing he's a better person. No matter how much he's
That'll
forgotten.
work.
It would work. Yes,
I want to
Calvin,
agree with you so
hate
bad.
alcohol.
Say to suggest. But it'd be nice. I mean,
But
I'm just saying.
I don't want to manipulate him in this situation. In this situation.
Did you find his
Maybe when he's sober.
Because you
If he loses before he got off the ship, up to that point, then we manipulate him. This is a compromise. Because at that point, he's lost about half of his lifespan in memory.
Oh goodness.
We'll see what douche.
Me negotiating on how she manipulates.
We will negotiate.
Yeah, just still like ragdolled over the horse. Like.
What we doing?
Well,
What are we
There are
taking?
no poppies.
we're gonna pop this.
It's one item for the party.
Yep.
I think I would agree with
Of
Kyra.
uncommon bag of holding, I think, is just
Bag of holding would be nice.
Okay.
Can we get
do
some
it for
options?
the party.
Okay, so
Just
Like what can work for uncommon magic items?
Are we saying like legit just any uncommon magic item, or do you have like things? Oh, I thought we were gonna go through
Any
the store.
uncommon
I
magic
mean,
item.
like you got
you
room
have.
flying. I'm trying to think of something that helps the party as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the bag of holding is like the biggest. Alchemy jug could potentially, but that's very.
He does have a bag of holding.
I would say bag of
Stop.
holding is the thing.
Was it old poppies that had the instructions for making rings of protection? Or was that
Yes,
the?
it's a poppy.
Yes, he does have that if you.
That's 200 gold.
Yeah.
I have a question as well when I get some time.
Because if we do that, then I can make us all rings of protection, which would give us all plus 1 AC.
Oh my gosh.
That would be helpful. It'll take time and probably more money and resources to make these, but it could be very beneficial for all of us. Yes.
And Aurora walks up to the counter. Do
I
you
have
actually?
524 gold.
So we have a.
You're the party friends.
So we have like this bag of holding. Have we decided on the bag of holding?
We're still thinking, but that's
Okay.
that's where we're all leaning
sets.
towards. There's what?
There's some armor sets.
So you sell
Right,
bags
right.
of holding here, correct?
Yeah.
How much is one?
Normally, I sell the bag of holding for a little over 1,000 gold.
That's a lot.
We're in the middle of
Small
nowhere
town. Yeah, it's a small town. That's
The ability to get the kind of ingredients you need to do enchanting out here is a little.
Yeah.
Got it.
a bit rough.
Well, that makes sense.
I'm aware that it is expensive in comparison to other places, but I mean,
That's
it's
the
hard to get things from other places to here.
I mean, how much do you think a bag of holding would cost in Don's Rest? Like that's
My
where we're
first
going.
appearance, 500, 750, depending on how much in stock.
Okay.
Depends on demand as well.
And Alchemist Fire is all you gotta do for Alchemist Fire is you just have the vial and you throw it and it bursts in flames, right?
Yeah.
So do you sell that here?
That's more out.
I don't personally make that kind of stuff. Maybe I mean the Lafayettes are good with alchemy, although I don't know if they do anything like that. They mostly focus on healing items.
I mean, we could get a filter of love, get a love potion. Play pranks on someone.
Very interesting. Yeah,
Is there a particular female dwarven blacksmith that you? Cha-ching!
That went right over my head.
I did. Yeah.
Several sessions ago, back when you guys were in Moss Hollow, he went to a blacksmith there, and the female blacksmith was admiring him and checking out his artifice.
Right.
No.
Checking him out.
Back.
That's funny. Yeah, I call that too good.
Ooh, lantern of revealing.
Yeah.
Lantern of revealing would be interesting if we like really don't want to be basic.
Celestials.
Here, angel, angel, angel.
So it can burn
Another thing.
radius.
Portable hole. What rarity is that? That might be common. Cause portable hole, I could potentially. No, it's rare. Never mind.
Yeah, portable hole can hold more space overall.
Because I was thinking I could make like a Gatling gun or a cannon or something
In the hole.
Honestly,
in
a
the
hole
hole
would
and
be
roll
really
it out when you
Howitzer.
really need it. Yeah,
Place the hole, mortar.
basically. I think bag of holding's the
I say we just go with that so that we don't look at things and spend the rest of the session quote unquote shopping.
yeah.
We don't have another shopping session.
We don't. We've done this enough.
Okay.
Bag of hole or portable hole.
Portable is rare.
Yeah, back on the back.
Okay, bag of holding. That we will eventually turn into a portable hole. Perhaps. I don't know how these things work.
Instructions.
We could
All
turn it
the
in.
bag of holding.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yes, but Calvin can't do anything right now. But
Benny,
yes.
are you in the bag of holding?
Guys, the
Yes.
instructions are, the necessary lore to learn how to make some characters.
Bruh. Are you on the bag of holding?
William comes in as well. Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but William walks in with a bag, places it down on the counter for the party. There's the 500 gold from town. My servants are currently loading up your wagon. You should be good to go within a couple of hours. We've included about 10 days rations just in case, so you have a couple extra. And I
Planning on staying?
put a little bit extra in there for you. You'll see what I mean. What I got you.
Thank you.
I have a request for you, sir. Yoshiko's gonna pull out the patches she cut off the religious people. What are they called?
The Inquisitor Caviar.
The Cathiars. And so we found the Cathiars in Mousetown a little while ago. That obviously did make it. Do you think with the next passing through of a Cathiar you could identify them, let them know that they were lost?
Yeah. I think you could do that.
Also recommend maybe going out and burying bones for a while. I'm just gonna pass the patches to him. There's going to be a lot of them.
That's not grim at all.
So each person here gets 83 gold if we split.
I think we're just gonna do party fun.
Party was fine, I don't care. Oh. Listen, you're the one that is irresponsible. You don't get gold. Because you black yourself out.
Oh,
Steal
you're
from
nice.
poor farmers.
I mean, not to be that guy.
Masella's the party
He doesn't
trick.
know that you got paid.
You're right. I do not know that you got paid.
That's true.
No, you're black already.
Yeah, 50 gold.
So what if we split it between the five of us?
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we just never got paid, dude. They scammed us.
But we got this bad of
Wait,
wait.
wait, would you roll a d8 for me?
So many days.
Fine.
Alright, now go ahead and make a constitution saving throw for me.
Where's my good dice?
Genuinely concerned.
Terrified. Where's my good dice? What happened?
This is an important part of D&D. The good
Dice.
Dice that aren't cursed.
I feel like I should film this.
19.
That's crazy.
19's your total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Constitution?
Yeah.
Saving throw?
Saving throw, yeah.
21.
29,
22.
30, 22, I think.
Okay, DC was 20.
Oh wow. What the heck, man?
Yeah,
That's so
plus
funny.
3, so 30,
Oh,
22.
so almost as if by magic, you see Calvin begin to kind of wake up from this. You have the worst, and you thought you had the worst like hangover ever before.
Earlier.
You have the worst hangover ever.
Like a leaf
You
falls
have-
like knives.
You have 3 levels of exhaustion.
That's fine with me.
And
I'll
also,
deal with that.
that's partially because it's poison.
Yeah, no, I do.
If you're not a dwarf.
Yeah, I understand.
I pull out the bottom. Was like,
So what that means, just so you know, you have 3 levels of exhaustion. So you have disadvantage on all ability checks. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack and saving throws.
That's fine.
While you have that, you also can't remember the last 6 days.
That's all.
Or 5 days.
That's okay.
At the
Aurora
moment.
sees this and
I
then
have
looks
no
at you.
I have no idea what happened or how you got here.
Oh.
he's still blackout drunk. There's no way he's awake. There's no way.
It can't be that strong if you woke up this fast. The last thing took about
He's
4
gotta be
hours.
like, I've never seen someone wake up this fast.
I call it, guys, why am I hog-tied?
Shut up. Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Shut up with the adults walk
You begin to worry at the concept of potential reality that because of the sheer amount of alcohol that he's consumed, he's beginning to become resistant to
No,
it.
I refuse. It doesn't work this way.
Aurora
The
runs to the bar.
one interesting thing is you have developed a resistance to poison.
Ah, I'm alright with
Due
that.
to your sheer amount of alcohol that you've consumed and stuff, Calvin now has a resistance to poison.
I'll take it.
The approval level and respect level that Yoshiko originally had
There's
went up slightly.
there's also a small side effect sometimes of Dwarf's Bane where it can give you traits of Dwarf traits.
Hold out the horseman.
Is it bad?
Johann is
You sniff it and like even you as a robot you're like, what the your sensors are like,
I
don't,
have resistance to
don't.
poison. Like,
System overload.
You just like you hear your like robot sensors are like, do not consume. Do not consume.
Jarvis,
So-
what do we got?
I have a question. So hypothetically,
Not fit for human consumption.
if I wanted to shoot for a very specific body part on a monster, would I roll with like disadvantage? So if it's like I want to shoot for the mouth,
That's a targeted attack, so it would actually boost its AC, and then potentially a disadvantage or something else, depending on what part it is. So like if you're trying to shoot the roof of its mouth, that would be a situation where it's like, okay, next time you hold action until it opens its mouth, so you have that option, and then it'd be like -5
got it.
or +5 to its AC or something.
So if I bought 2 Dwarves Bane, is that what it's called? Dwarves Bane?
Dwarf's Bane, yes. Dwarf's Bane is an extremely rare substance,
It's expensive.
and it's really odd that they have it here. It is also extremely expensive. Each bottle is like 50 gold.
Cool. So would that bar have another one?
Probably not.
Go ask.
It would be really weird for any. It's really weird that any town outside of Southgate would have it.
Okay. Hey.
Changes plans so you can go get alcohol.
Can I like buy that off you?
It's
That Dwarf's Bane?
mine.
But you're like, but he's not even, he's awake but not cognitive, right?
It would
What are you guys
also
doing
so
today?
Cairo
Move
would
it over right now.
So Cairo would know this. It's weird that the town here would have sold it
Yeah.
for 50 gold. It should have been sold for over 200 outside of Southgate, somewhere this far. Right? It is a to
Well,
make
I don't know
a
how
thing
much
of,
it was. But
so to make a thing of dwarf Spain takes 200 years.
What the what? Alright. I don't like dwarves anymore in this world. I would like to say part
Their commitment to getting drunk is unmatched.
So can I buy that off you? It's just
No.
half a bottle. No?
no.
Do you want to hear my plan? And maybe we can work together on it? So
Curious.
hypothetically, if I had an arrow that was dipped
I saw where
in
this is going.
Dwarf Spain, and I shot an enemy,
I thought this would go on, but
and it was or we had a little capsule attached where like it wasn't just it didn't fly off from the
You should stop this before it goes any farther.
projectile speed.
No, I want to hear
If we were able to shoot it inside of an enemy's mouth, it would completely incapacitate.
Yep.
this is the perfect personality for this because this is the alchemist.
It wouldn't even have to like go in his mouth. It just
No,
has
has
to
to
be
get in the bloodstream. Yeah.
You just have to shoot it.
Oh,
It's true. That's-
oh, it just has to go in the bloodstream. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. Okay.
My
I will not give it to you because it is not my property to give.
I understand.
But I will keep that in mind.
Would Dawn? Do you think Dawn's rest would have any more? But I'm asking the.
By the
next
way,
guy.
yeah, you don't remember that you bought that
Yeah.
either. Yeah, you don't remember the last 6 days.
Gotta be kidding. I want it so bad because I have ideas to do with it that are. Oh my gosh.
You have no memory of the
Yeah,
last 6
you're right,
days. You
you're
don't know
right.
anything about the woman in the
Yeah,
woods.
no, I'm aware.
You don't even know that.
What
Like
did I find?
the last thing you remember is like halfway through traveling towards you, like right after the robot ambush.
Yeah,
is
so-
what
yeah,
you remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Like you just woke up that morning and all of a sudden you're in this weird magic item.
Do I remember the ambush or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So
But
it's
right after it, everything's
Yeah.
gotcha.
So would I?
Everything after that is just gone.
So is there anything you can do to work with me on this? Even I could pay you to produce arrows with the flame aspect as well. I'll pay you 100 gold for 20 gold.
Again, I will keep hold of this. Talk to me in the future when you actually want to use it.
Should I tell you that in combat? Because I would like to have them ready as soon as possible.
Technically,
You'd have to dip them out either way.
yeah.
So we'd have time to come back to if you wanted to use it.
Understand.
But as for getting more, I have never seen it anywhere besides Southgate.
How far are we away from
Why these
Southgate?
guys
Very
just
far.
shake very hard?
Southgate's like all the way
Yeah, we
down
are
there.
on
We're trying to stay away from
I'm going to every bar.
You're talking
I'm
about
looking
what
for
is some random country hick about how did you get that thing of alcohol?
Exactly.
It's like moonshine. Alright,
Yeah.
well, that's it. That was my idea. I
Alright,
think.
let's take our bags and leave. Ski down.
Can you imagine?
That redneck hick has a
I like what you're thinking. Keep it up.
no.
All I'm doing is I'm just thinking of how I can modify my arrows. 'Cause
No,
I can
no,
land.
yeah.
I can land my arrows. It's just
Yeah, that's what it's all
what
about.
can we do to change the arrows?
I saw what you were going for.
Question, I'm so sorry. In regards to this, which I don't approve of, wouldn't the thing still stay awake? Because he was unconscious but still stole a sheep.
You have no idea what they're
Where's your
talking
rat?
about.
Well,
You
here's
also
the thing.
realize you don't know where your shirt is. He's wearing your coat, and like
And
your
where's the
stuff's
rest of
gone.
stuff?
And at this point, you hear like a small knock on the door, and when the shopkeeper goes over and opens it up, there's Chunky, your rat, is like dragging in your belt with all of your stuff.
He like looks up at all of you, drops the stuff, and just walks away.
He's like, because he's
I'm gonna
dragging it,
grab
it's like
your
this little
stuff.
strip. It like falls like that.
I'm literally grabbing your stuff before anyone.
He starts to like walk away and then like disappears back to the bag as
Yeah.
he's walking away. As
I'm
like
done.
you hear the mouse's equivalent of screw this crap, I'm taking a break.
Well,
Going on vacation, using my
Where
sick
did
days.
anyway, whatever that happened there.
We,
Um,
we haven't distributed it.
Well,
So
you have
just
to go.
for now,
If you
fine.
think about it,
That's
Yeah.
what I wanted
if
to
you're able to get that much poison or potency of alcohol into the bloodstream of any monster,
We will be distributed.
it's always worth a try because you only need a dip.
Actually, yes.
You only need the tip of the arrow. Actually, you don't even need a full dip.
To go to, I'm not in this. Never mind.
So I think you could also we could use this not just on monsters. This could have extensive amounts of use, and we could dose it appropriately where it wouldn't actually harm someone. It would just incapacitate them.
But like
Like
Yoshiko
again.
said, they went blackout. They're still moving around and still at
There would be disadvantages, but it wouldn't be like blow darts.
But here's the thing: I wouldn't use any spells. I would use an action to take the tip of my arrow, go boink.
Or should just make chloroform free.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, you can try. Maybe just, mess with party members in the process.
Oh, I understand. I think. Wait, are we on the same page here?
Define what you're thinking about, and you will tell by my face.
We'll talk later. we don't want this to get in the wrong hands.
No, I don't want you to steal from Calvin. Or try to shoot him anyway.
Oh no! See, I'm not trying to shoot Calvin.
You're trying to shoot me?
No, don't worry about it.
Well, then, okay? Go to sleep, take a nap, and I'll make you some tea.
Am I still hogtied on top of the horse?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the other thing that's weird. Is somehow Daisy's inside of the shop.
This poor shop.
You're like,
just like
there's like a cargo door in the back that you had to like through the cargo bay to like.
Oh, you can squeeze in.
With a
He's
dream.
like in the
With
window.
a hope and a dream.
We don't know how it happened. Daisy's in
You
there.
know, Daisy's just on the other side of the window, so you're just yelling.
It's like getting a horse in through
The window's open.
Yeah, the window. There's no window. Just like
I'm
gone.
anyways,
Apparently you don't know how anything's happening.
perhaps we leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
Whatever we need, and yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. Actually, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm just gonna find my revolver.
Do you think this would actually be good for him to have, though? Here's where I'm leading with this. He shouldn't, but I'll pay him back.
Do you know how much
Not
we
too
need
much
for it?
to pop this
'Cause
shell
he
out.
doesn't-
I will find a way, because when he's
Take the
out,
equivalent of like tweezers.
he-
No, knowing from experience,
Mhm.
considering I stole 12 whole bottles of alcohol and now he's like this,
Mhm.
nothing you do will stop him.
Not
And
sort of
then,
thing.
not wasting your efforts.
True. So then, why not take this and use it in battle?
Because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, we're all partners and friends, and as much as I hate to admit it, we should all get along a little bit more. And look, I'll stop stealing and bad talking people, and so I'm encouraging others to do the same.
Would you be against me paying him back?
If he agrees that you will buy it from him, that's fine. I'm gonna stop talking. Yoshiko's just kind of like comparing what she wants to do in her head as compared to the attitude she's had now, and she's like, I am a hypocrite and I won't speak more. I will be resigning, thank you. And moves. I'm just gonna go hang out with the car.
Yes. May I have a racist?
After having nearly died, Yoshiko is reconsidering her life actions.
Anyway,
Are you
I think
actually
so.
burning
Nothing.
tea?
Eventually.
Okay.
Once we get on the road, yes, Yoshiko will start brewing.
road again.
You know, we should just have a full get up, so we have my workshop and then your tea brewer and then.
There
We
is
need a
it's just
base.
a full blown like all you can do in the
we need like a legitimate base, though.
Someone starts operating a Starbucks out of the wagon.
We could.
You think Yoshiko would just Starbucks?
We could set up his entire shop and everything inside the bag of holding. He doesn't need
I
oxygen.
could, yeah.
We can carry him around in our pocket and he can make us things as we walk.
No, that's so busted.
Cause. or
Just a
do
thought.
I?
Sorry.
My goodness, that's
Calvin just says that and passes out. He has
How
no.
do you know have bad
He
holdings
doesn't.
are out?
He doesn't.
Yoshiko's just like,
Couldn't you just take like a little
new
straw?
thing. We
Just
start
have a
pumping up
straw
full of
that goes
alcohol
up
and see if
through the
anything else
entrance.
goes from.
I like that idea.
Can we go?
Smarter when you're
I
drunk.
need to speak with my elders.
Oh, right. She needs to speak to her elders. Can we do that?
You guys keep trying to
We will be in the cart waiting for you, unless you want our support
I'll go
in
with
some way.
Aw,
Okay.
nice.
What the heck?
At this point, I
That's
do
the best.
undo the hog tie.
You know, you should have a meeting with the elders tonight as the sun is setting. We just need to go to the main hall.
Considering how much we've talked, it's probably. Probably stood back in the shop for hours arguing about stuff that's not his.
Can I make a request? After she's done with her meeting, can we like take like a little 5-minute break?
Okay. We'll go ahead and fast forward to your meeting. Stepping up to the outside of the hall, a attendant just kind of checks you in. It's like, okay, you're here for the meeting. Walking through these carved oak doors into this large interior chamber, it kind of looks like you're standing at the bottom of almost like a small coliseum kind of a thing, where you're standing in the middle, and it's like pulpits all around. There's 10 elders around you of varying races and age, but most of them, it looks like would be in the equivalent of like the 80s for their race. There are 3 humans, 2 fairies, an elf, a dwarf, and just a couple of others scattered around.
For context, I'm not in this, right?
No,
it's just-
Yeah, gotcha. Didn't assume so. But.
The elders are all gathered, and the one who kind of heads it all, this really old fairy, whose wings are pretty gnarled and just full of silver gray feathers. He stands leaning on this little like pulpit that he has in front of him. What do you wish to speak to the council of?
I have this golden fox tail. Do you know anything about
Kind of.
this?
You hear his bones like creak as he's like crack.
That's what you're gonna sound like when you're old, Noah.
Is that the, if my eyes don't mistake me, that's, is it the holy golden foxtail of the goddess of the moon and hunt Lucina herself? And one of the other elders, I do think you're right. I mean, I don't think there's anything else out there that's got a tail that big, fluffy, and gold. One of the other ones pipes up. Might need to confirm, but I do think that you might be right, Cletus. And the only elderly lady. I wonder if it's as soft as they say. Might be a really good fashion piece for me. I mean, imagine that around my neck. It'd look pretty good. The main one of the dragon says, now, settle down. Calmness in the room. Where did you come by this sacred relic?
Sort of dream-like state. Was a dream, but wasn't a dream. I had to fight this golden fox, and it was on me when I awoke.
Well, the legends do say that the only way to obtain it is through hunting her aspect. It generally represents itself as a giant golden fox. Interesting that it would come in a dream. That would suggest what's the word? Cause someone else help with the word. The others start trying to offer a couple of things. One of them, favor? Yeah, that's the one.
Just an old folk song. Is that bingo night?
Anyways, I would consider favor from her. We'll keep this no longer than 20 minutes. I gotta get to bed here. What would you? Why do you come before us with this artifact?
I wanted to know if the dear elders knew anything more than what my dear friend had said.
Well, the legends are to be believed. In the light of the full moon, you present that golden foxtail to the goddess, whatever the heck that means. I don't know if that just means a prayer or being like, hey, here you go. Oh, my arms, I shouldn't have done it. I hadn't thought to it. You hear like the popping sound as he like raises his arms back down.
Would the elders know where this would
I
have to be at?
don't don't know where. As far as I know, there's not like a necessarily required location. Probably something like either a shrine or a temple to Lucina. Although some would argue that the woods are a temple to her, being a goddess of the hunt. But apparently she'll grant you a wish if you can do it.
Well, do you know when the next full moon is?
Thinking about when I go to bed, I haven't seen the moon in quite a while, but like some like attendant like walks over and like whispers in his ear, and he's like, "It should be about 5 days from now."
Oh, buddy. Did you elders?
One of the elders is like asleep. Like the one next to him is like poking him with his cane, trying to see if he's still alive.
Sorry.
Is there anything else you've come to counsel this about?
I can't think of anything.
Why do you think an angel would disappear?
The angels have disappeared.
I didn't say that. I'm just asking a
I
hypothetical
done lost
question.
my mind.
Did
I'm
we
at-
need to go through this?
Never mind. These are the leaders of your village's church.
We're just the leaders of the village. As far as I know.
That's how lucky Yoshiko is to be here. She doesn't need any more reason to dislike everything outside of her.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask the elders?
I asked my question, but I'm not going to get an answer, so never mind.
I don't think you're there. It's just her.
I went with
I
her
brought him along.
Okay.
to support.
Did you actually ask that?
I asked that question, and I'm like, why do you think the angels are disappearing? Why do you think the angels would disappear?
The angels have disappeared.
I didn't say they were.
I mean, if you're asking that question, it implies that they're missing.
They're so dumb.
We're all gonna die. Instead's freaking out.
Calm
And
down.
it's just like this. We're gonna have to adjourn this. We don't want their
Roll for heart.
hearts to get too crazy. They start like escorting him out.
Is there anything important that I should know about before I leave?
One of the elders goes, "If the angels are disappearing, Hank, you ought to help us all."
Despite the angels.
The youngest looking one is sitting over there and is like crocheting while this is going on. She's the one who's asking about turning it into like a passion piece. She goes, These old farts can't seem to remember that as far as Lucina's foxtail goes, stories are correct. It's anywhere should work. You basically just need to offer it to her at a full moon. Through prayer is what they say. But if we're talking about things that you might want to know, there's been this whole woman of the woods thing going on.
Oh, don't worry, I
You should
figured
go
that
back.
out already.
Okay.
Wait, she's asking
No,
us to-
okay, from the top. Okay.
Already figured that out.
Other than that, I mean, you should know that the Moonfield Tavern has an early bird special at 4.
Thank you.
They have fantastic biscuits and gravy. We recommend trying it.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
And
Most hectic interaction.
other than that,
You're still on camera, by the way.
never ask Cletus for directions. That's also important.
Thank you.
This was a mistake.
And where am I?
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh yes.
Thank
Go
you.
to bed.
Good night.
Shambles.
And that was the acclaimed and acclaimed wisest elders of the village of Peterborough.
The worst thing ever.
Freaking. That was basically con.
Alright, we will go ahead and take a short break there and we'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
Gosh.